Hey guys, so this is just a quick little video about something I talked about in class. So in case you weren't there. So if you were there and I talked about the final exam and you fully understand what the final is going to be like and what we'll do to study for that, then no reason to watch this. If you're still a little foggy on it or you weren't there at all, your final exam in this class will be based off of Test Out Network Pro. I've got it right here on the screen. And these are the practice things. So you won't want to take this. They give you a free shot at this, right? So when you take this Network Pro certification practice exam, take a look at it. They give you 2 hours, which I'm going to give you. And then there's only 12 questions. There's only 12 questions on this. Why is it that way? Why isn't there a ton of questions like the industry certification, the Network Plus, right? Why isn't it like that? Because this is all based on their labs that you do in this. And so we might as well do it. It's something that you can take and be able to put on a resume, and is pretty dang cool, really, when you think about it, right? This is, yeah, it's all in simulators, but the fact that you had to type in something for that router to work, or the fact that you had to plug in that cable and you know where that gets plugged in, that kind of thing is important. Now, the honest truth is, if you put it on a resume, a lot of the industry is going to look at that and go, what is Network Pro? Who does that, right? What is that? But that's a good thing because it gives you an opportunity to actually say, oh, well, that's done through Test Out. We use Test Out, and this is what I learned in it, right? So I would put it down. This is the opportunity for every single one of you to have a certification in networking, to be able to put it on a resume and to be able to talk about what that is that you had to, in a virtual way, right, know where the network card was, or know what network card should go in that, or know where to plug that in on the switch, that kind of thing. That's what that is all about. And we will, when the time comes, right? So this is the pro practice exams. I'll have you going through those domains. So network hardware, network device configuration, network management, right? There's 5 domains here. And so I will let you know, okay, and that's coming up pretty soon. You should be able to start prepping for network hardware, right? And so that way, as you go along through this course, you're prepping for what the final exam is going to be in this class, which is the Network Pro. Then that way, when you come and take that during the final exam time, not before, you will be able to pass it, have not only a great grade in the class, but also a certificate, which is wonderful. So yeah, this test out does prep you for the CompTIA, and we've talked about that. And I have another video, if you haven't watched it, that you can look at. So, Network Plus that's where it's at. That's the big dog. But this one is not done through Test Out. You don't take that test in Test Out. You just prep for it. You can take the typical exam and Test Out, and it's going to work for you. It's going to work well, and totally get prepped, and then know I can go in and take that exam and not fail it. The Network Pro is your final exam in this class, and it really is all of these labs. So as we look at cables and connectors, right, there's connect to an Ethernet network, connect to a cable modem, connect to fiber optics. They're really testing, if you saw this on the back of a piece of equipment, would you know what you're doing? And that, again, that is just really cool. And I think it is really valuable. And so it will be that, hopefully for you, that talking point that gets put on your resume when somebody says, well, I know what Test Out is, because most people in the industry do. What is this Network Pro? And you can say, well, it's their simulations. And so I had to know, right? This is the Ethernet card and where it's put, or this is where I connect it, or this is how I do this on a router. And it'll give you a chance to talk about your experience at the very least. Anyway, so that's the little short video on that. If you have questions or concerns about it, let me know. But again, as we're going through the course, in Canvas, I will list, you can now start Test Out Pro, Domain 1, networking hardware. And we're almost to that point. That'll be like next week. That's something that I won't accept a score for. It's just something that you'll go through to prep for the final. So that's the way that'll work. All right, we'll talk to you later. You guys have a great day. And again, I'm here, so ask me questions.